kick off. Here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready, snap, red, yellow, 43, cut.
Throwing to start this game. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've got first down here from the 36. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second down, looking for options. It is cut left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now. Cut, cut,
throwing it again here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Working quickly here. Second down pass play coming. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie QB from UCLA. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Here's a design run. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now. Offense to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Fires right away, but incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4 for 4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Forced out to his right. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a fourth down decision to make. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Come on, set. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. Into the hands of Ganson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving.
Down. Ready.
They pitch it out to him here. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come 19, come 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, right?
Coming out throwing. Here's Ward. Tough for big yards on the right side. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Jack Cougar 19.
They'll run it from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Setting him on the dive. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Get it. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Back to the well again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
10 set ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Rolling out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here we go. Ready?
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, we've been here once before already, Kate, and they converted on that fourth down. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him to try it again, but from this spot, I think most coaches would just punt it away.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Ready. Mark 40. Blue striker.
They're going for this. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got third down well inside field goal range. Here he goes, third and long. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a second quarter lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. The return starts at the 18. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's trying to go deep again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
He'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. They're throwing it. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4.
Let's go. Ready?
Fourth down, pass coming. Buying some time right. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganton. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Goes to the hurry up here. They go play action on first down. He rolls to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
broke the pocket. Kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They are throwing it again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. There he is on 3rd and short. Headed out right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. That one's complete, right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going play action. Buying some time left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Extra point attempt coming up. No problems on the extra point there. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Drop 60. Drop 60. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. It's Ward. Caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Tiger. 19 Tiger.
From the red zone on 1st. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Escape, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Backed up all the way to the 17 now for 3rd and goal.
Come on. Set. Come 19. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the double.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Black oak with set.
They'll come out throwing. That's completed right side. At the 20. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
We'll throw this one. Ward. This is a heater going deep. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Here's Ward. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
Mustang 19. Maverick. 60 Maverick.
1st down throw here for Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Again, Ward going to the air. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Cougar 19.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
A gain of 3 yards.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
This is 3rd and goal. Ward has it down close. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Throwing here just before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
So with the lead at the moment, they'll just go ahead and take the try from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fields this one at the 3. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Well, gotta imagine he's gonna be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Ward now. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Chargers take over on his 5th interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half, because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to try another deep one here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's loaded another one up. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. They'll try this extra point. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Working quickly here.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
An 11-yard loss on the play.
70 Rangers,
Brings
70
up
Rangers.
third down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cougar 19, Warrior 70. Let's go.
Here he goes, third and long. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And it's a house call. Pick six. Touchdown, Chicago. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. It could do some serious damage.
One after try is good by lots. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Very short kick taken at the 19. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Back to work they go after the interception. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing it again here. On the move, headed right. Going all the way to the end zone here. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Bronco 80.
Back to work after throwing the pick. On a quick slant, it's Loveland. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
19 Lions.
1st and 10 at
18
the
Rattler,
49-yard
18
line.
Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready?
1st and 10 here. Ward. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Hurt. Go.
From the gun, it's Ward. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Sixty Bison.
It's Hampton on 2nd. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Ready? 19, 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow, 40, ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Brought in right side. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. set now. 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to throw. Brought in by Ganson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. First down from the 42.
Here we go. Cut.
He's going to throw it again. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I'm certainly not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Ready, set.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Even after the penalty, they'll just move it up and kick the PAT from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Chargers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
2nd and 6. At the Bears' 48-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Taking a chance to the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
He's back to throw. He's looking deep once again. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Pass the 50, pass the 50.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Ready.
He'll throw it. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Mustang 19.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19 tight. Let's go.
First down throw here for Ward. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. T.J. Turner comes up with it. And the Chargers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Back to throw it. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
All right, there's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Throw caught by his running back. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
32. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Cut out left. Has some room to work. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10.
Dragon 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Broncos.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears. New set of downs for them. That starts at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. Warrior 70. Ready.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. The 30. Gets the 10. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Bears 38.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Ward shaking off the pick here. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's down to almost... No, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 35 out of that play. And that'll be first down Chicago. Trying to set this up quick.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
First and 10 here. Ward throwing this one back of the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
19. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. On a quick slant, it's Loveland. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Let's go, let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Cowboy 19 Lions.
That's good for a Bears.
Again, Ward going to the air. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Ward. And they pick him off again. K.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Big game downfield. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Los Angeles.
Okay,
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
ready. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Setting up to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Red, 38. Ready.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Chicago.
club, we've been mobbing all day. On some